Hi, this is Param. In this video, we will see what are the basic things needed to be set up the Elasticsearch cluster. Okay. First things, we will be setting up the Elasticsearch node for the dev environment or just learning purpose. Just a single node cluster is enough. For the protection or any client specific, definitely we will need multi-node clusters. Okay. So, for the protection clusters, we will go minimum 3 plus. Okay, okay. That is one thing. Second things, the platform which is supported by the Elasticsearch is Java platforms. Okay, so actually Elasticsearch is developed on top of the Lucene. Lucene is a search engine, right? It's already developed in Java. Okay, on top of that only Elasticsearch has been developed. Okay, so since it is Java, obviously we need JVM to run that. Okay, now JVM, with respect to JVMs, every Elasticsearch setups comes with bundled JDK. That means one separate folder will be the JDK folder. Okay, that is what bundled JDK. Okay, that, so it is better to use the bundled JDK. So maybe obviously since it's open JDK, maybe some of the things may be tweaked or configured with respect to Elasticsearch. Okay, obviously Elasticsearch is a lot of features like garbage collections, okay, heap management, okay, and thread management. So the thread pooling, in fact. Okay, so many things are used effectively. Okay. So the configuration may be optimized for the Elasticsearch. Okay, so that's why people will recommend that use the Open JDK that is bundled along with Elasticsearch. Okay, or else say there are some of the places are there if you want to use some already a separate JDK or Oracle JDK, something like that. Okay. Or Oracle JDK, we can you can use that. In that case, you have to configure Java underscore home variables. Okay, Java underscore home variable environment variable has to be specified. So that is one thing. Okay. Second thing is what is second things. You create that any node where you are going to run Elasticsearch, right? Let it be one for dedicated node. That means what is let us not run any other resource intensive process within the same node. Okay, since since Elasticsearch itself is very heavy process or heavy resource consume. Okay, so let us not run any process along with that in that same node, like Logstash or any other server, something like database, something like that. Okay, so it is better to have a dedicated node. That is what they will say. Okay, so that is a recommendation. So that is really good for production. In fact, for learning purpose and also okay. Okay, so if you are going to learn, then you can install your local laptop and you can learn and explore other things. Okay, but for the production perspectives, okay. But for the production perspectives, okay, it is good to have dedicated node where only the Elasticsearch is running. Okay, that is one thing. Second things, okay, now okay, if you want to install, there are several type of packages are available. Okay, so we have to download the current release. Okay, current release. So current release as of now, we'll taking which is version 8.1. In fact, okay, version right now is version 8.1. It's a download current release is 8.1. Okay, or else if you want any old early release also you can download. Okay, using the past release. There is separate links. Okay, in the past download you can select what is the product you want and what is the versions you want and what is the OS, which file type you want, whatever you want. Okay, so then you can download. Okay, you can download that corresponding packages. Okay. With respect to the packages, there are several packages. Okay, if it is Windows zip, okay, if it is Linux, you can use a tar file or a Debian based. Debian is there, RPM file is also there. Okay, but I prefer to use a tar file. Okay, I prefer to use a tar files. The advantage is I can run many instances. Okay, obviously as I told in productions we should not run, right? But what will happen? I'll say I have installed some version. Okay, I did some configuration. It got some collapsed or it went wrong, something like that. Okay, so if I am using tar version, it is very easy to just delete that folder. That's fine. That's it. OS very clear, right? Okay, or else if you have installed as a Debian package or RPM package, okay, the good part of that using these installer packages, okay, it set some system control level, okay, if it's Linux, okay, obviously Linux, okay, those it set some of the parameters in system control, you see some system control at the OS level, okay, and some kernel setting as well, okay, and in fact JVM settings, there are many settings configured, okay, configured by the installer. But if you are using tar file, then you have to do end to end all the steps. So if you are knowing, okay, we can check that even in the upcoming video I will explain that there are important settings and the bootstrap settings are there, okay. These are the important settings, and the bootstrap settings are automatically configured when you are using RPM file or Debian files, okay. But if you are using tar file, the advantage is very easy to delete or very easy to remove, okay. Okay, I can have many setups files, okay, at least, yeah, I can have many versions of it, say 7.5, 7.16, 7.15, 16, 17, 18, something like that, okay. I can have many number of many version of files, okay, many version of the files, okay. Then it is easy to delete, or I can easily run either among these either ones, okay, whatever I need, okay. But if you but I have to take care of the importance OS level important setting and the kernel settings, okay. That is what the pros and cons, okay. So it's up to you whether you are going with the tar file or you are going with the installer file like RPM or Debian files for Linux. But mostly we will be running for the Linux only, right? So okay, for the Windows there is zip files, okay. I don't think there is MSI file. Earlier it was not there, but I don't know about that, okay, right? Okay, so this is how you can download your package and you can run it. So you can, if it is tar file, you can untar it, you can do all the configurations which is related to the OS level and the kernel levels, okay, and bootstrap checks, all things you can do, and you can start your Elasticsearch cluster. That is easy for me. That I will believe that is more control for me, okay. So that is what I can say. So what is advantage? I can have many versions of Elasticsearch in the box, and either among the one I can run. Okay. So package I have talked, okay. Now there are here these are things I want to cover, okay. One is production clusters. Another one is monitoring cluster. What is a production cluster? Very simple. Production cluster means that is a cluster where actual the production application monitoring happen, production APMs data is APM analysis happening, okay. Production real customer accessing the Kibana, okay. That is what we call as a production cluster, okay. Okay, so other than that, we can have the dev box or UAT also if you need, okay, if you want to do export some other things, okay, or continuously we are progressing the monitoring, okay. So that is what production cluster. There is monitoring cluster. What is a monitoring cluster? Yes, though Elasticsearch is the main role is to monitor the other application, other server, other operating systems, okay, or other application performance. This Elasticsearch also can go down, right? This Elasticsearch also may get some problem, memory issue or CPU issue or any circuit breaker, right? So there are a lot of circuit breakers are there, okay, to avoid the shut down the node, okay. Okay, there are many things can happen within Elasticsearch itself. So what is to monitor the Elasticsearch itself, that is what we can have separate cluster. That is better to have minimum 3 node cluster. That is more than enough, okay. Prefer to have 3 node cluster. Enough, okay, not prefer, enough to have 3 nodes, okay. Enough to have three nodes, you know, the for monitoring clusters, okay. So how we will monitor na? So we will set up the metric beat, or we can expose the API through that we can retrieve the metrics of Elasticsearch itself, okay, into the monitoring cluster. So it is good to have monitoring cluster if you are having more number of nodes, in your production. Let's say if your production cluster itself has some minimum less than 10, means you no need to have unnecessary, right? If you are having 10 plus or 20 plus, 30 plus, 50 plus, even I have seen many some of the applications are running 50 plus node also they are running Elasticsearch, okay, since larger volume of ingestions, okay. So if it is that 50 plus kind of things, it would have to have the monitoring cluster. So that you can understand what are the if there is any problem in the Elasticsearch itself, okay. So that is the purpose of monitoring cluster and the plugins, okay. Yes, of course. most of the features open for extension in Elasticsearch. Most of the feature for open for extensions. Okay, if you want, you can write the plugins. Okay, and you can add your custom functionality as a plugin. Okay, there are different areas are there. Okay, okay, so in that case, either you can develop your own plugins, or you can download, or you can buy some third party plugins. Okay, so these are the things you have to take care. So of course, while setting up, we have to think, okay, about these steps. Okay, so what is OS, JDK, which package, okay, what is the versions, okay, either production cluster, what is the use of monitoring clusters, any third party plugin do we need, all the things we have to think before to start our setups. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. I hope you like the content. Okay, if you like the if you like the content, please like my video, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.